Welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the hidden gems and fascinating stories of America's heartland. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm delighted to share another day of traveling through the country, meeting extraordinary people, and discovering the secrets that make our nation so unique. As we begin our journey today, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of creativity and innovation that surrounds us. From the rolling hills of rural America to the bustling cities, there's no shortage of talented individuals who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in our opening segment. We've got two fascinating stories to share with you today. The first one comes from the world of physics, where scientists have proposed a new type of laser that could emit powerful bursts of neutrinos instead of light. Imagine being able to study these tiny particles without the need for expensive equipment like accelerators and nuclear reactors. It's a breakthrough that could open up new avenues of research and help us better understand the mysteries of the universe. But creativity isn't just limited to the world of science. We also have a story about the importance of fostering creativity in our universities. As one article so eloquently puts it, creativity is essential to the ethos of universities. It's a reminder that even in the most rigorous academic pursuits, there's room for imagination and innovation. As we travel through America, we see the spirit of creativity everywhere. From the quaint towns with their unique art scenes to the cutting-edge research institutions, there's no shortage of people who are passionate about making a difference. And that's what makes our country so extraordinary. The diversity of talents, ideas, and perspectives that come together to create something truly remarkable. So, let's embark on this journey of discovery, shall we? We'll take the back roads, meet the people, and uncover the stories that make America so fascinating. And who knows, maybe along the way, we'll stumble upon some hidden gems that will inspire us to think outside the box and come up with our own creative solutions. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we continue our journey through the stories that shape our world, I want to take you to a place where tradition and nature are deeply intertwined. In the heart of Brazil's southern Paraná state lies the Mangueirinha indigenous territory, home to 780 families and one of the last remaining strongholds of the critically endangered Paraná pine tree. This majestic tree, with its towering presence and cultural significance, has been a cornerstone of the local Kaingang people's way of life for generations. It's not just a source of food and shelter, but also an integral part of their identity and resilience. As Bruno Ferreira, a historian and member of the Kaingang people, so eloquently put it, the Kaingang culture needs the pine tree. It is our main plant, and its disappearance brings serious consequences. However, this delicate balance between nature and tradition has been disrupted by the forces of logging and deforestation. The recent arrest of indigenous chief José Carlos Gabriel, accused of being part of a criminal gang involved in the illegal logging of endangered trees, has sent shockwaves through the community. The allegations suggest that Chief Gabriel facilitated and profited from the destruction of the very forest that his people have sworn to protect. As we delve deeper into this story, it's essential to recognize the complexities at play. On one hand, there's the urgent need to preserve the Paraná pine tree and the ecosystem it inhabits. On the other hand, there are the legitimate concerns of the indigenous community, who feel that their rights and traditions are being threatened by external forces. The investigation has uncovered some disturbing trends, including an exponential increase in deforestation sites since Chief Gabriel took office in 2021. The images of illegal logging stations hidden deep within the forest serve as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of human actions on the natural world. As we navigate this intricate web of environmental concerns, cultural heritage, and social justice, it's crucial to approach the story with empathy and understanding. We must acknowledge the historical context and the struggles faced by indigenous communities like the Kaingang people, who have been fighting to preserve their way of life in the face of encroaching modernity. The case of Chief Gabriel and the Mangueirinha indigenous territory serves as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human activity and environmental stewardship. As we consider the consequences of our actions on the natural world, we must also recognize the inherent value of preserving traditional ways of life and the cultural heritage that comes with them. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we wrap up today's journey, I want to take you to the great outdoors, where a significant proposal has been made that could impact millions of acres of public land. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has announced plans to rescind the roadless rule, which has protected nearly 45 million acres of national forest system lands from road construction and development since 2001. This rule has been a cornerstone of conservation efforts, safeguarding America's backcountry and preserving habitats for countless species of wildlife. It's not just about the environment, though, it's also about the people who call these areas home. The roadless rule has allowed for public recreation like hunting, fishing, and hiking, while also providing opportunities for habitat restoration and wildfire prevention. As I've been traveling across this great country, I've had the privilege of meeting folks who live and breathe the outdoors. They've shared with me their concerns about the potential consequences of rescinding this rule. They worry that it could lead to increased fragmentation of habitats, more human-caused wildfires, and a loss of opportunities for outdoor recreation. The USDA has opened a public comment period, which runs through September 19th, inviting Americans to share their thoughts on this proposal. It's essential that we make our voices heard, whether you're an avid outdoors person or simply someone who cares about preserving our natural heritage. As I reflect on my own travels, I'm reminded of the beauty and majesty of our national forests. From the towering trees of the Pacific Northwest to the rolling hills of Appalachia, these lands are a treasure trove of natural wonders. It's our responsibility to ensure that they're protected for future generations to enjoy. So, what can you do? You can submit your comments electronically or by mail, and I encourage you to do so. Let your voice be heard on this critical issue. The proposed rule is expected to be published in March 2026, with a final decision anticipated later that year. As we conclude today's Charles Travels, I want to leave you with a sense of hope and urgency. We have the power to shape the future of our public lands, and it's up to us to ensure that they're managed in a way that balances human needs with environmental stewardship. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on traveling.